Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Garage 99. In today's video, we're driving a 2018 Dodge Charger SRT Scat Pack. We're driving this for Monicatti Auto Sales. They're located in New Baltimore at 94 and New Haven Road. If you guys want this vehicle, it is for sale and available. It's got a lot of options, and like I said, it is the SRT Pack, Scat Pack. So you got all the nice brakes, you got the decent stance, nice sway bars, and it's basically just the suspension handling package of the Scat Pack. So you do have the supporting mods along with the power that goes with it. Very nice vehicle. I'm sure this is gonna drive like an absolute dream. My dad's buddy, Paul Livingston, shout out to you, Paul. I am kind of excited to drive this because of you. My dad's ridden along in his car and he says it's pretty freaking quick. So let's see if it lives up to that expectation. These cars do have 485 horsepower right out of the box. The SRT package of that does not get any more. Like I said, it's all performance and handling. It does handle pretty stiff like it would be like an SRT car. So really impressive. You do see a lot of these everywhere in the Metro Detroit area. It's very interesting that there's this many people that drive around these cars that have this driving experience, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Interior wise, pretty simple, pretty generic. It's not anything crazy, but it's not like anything was skimped out on. It's like they put the technology and the nice aesthetically pleasing looks of this car where it was needed, and then said, you know what, that doesn't, it's just a door handle. It doesn't need to be that nice looking, it's fine. This car only has 15,000 miles for being a 2018, so still pretty new. This is probably about the same price to buy this as it would be to leasing a new one. So this is a pretty cool vehicle. Very comfortable. These seats actually hug you really well, almost too well. I feel like the side bolsters might start a little narrow and work their way out. You kind of feel like you're constantly being squished into it. There is no sport mode. There has to be a sport mode. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Hang on, here we go. Sport. Okay, a little flag came on. Let's do Super Track Pack. There we go. Okay, now we got our different driving modes. Steering, sport, traction, sport mode setup. Sport on, traction, sport. Okay, it turns traction control off. Okay, so you can actually change a lot of stuff. We have engine and trans on sport, paddles on, traction, sport, steering, sport. Everything's in sport. Very cool. You can option a lot of things out like that. That's pretty typical for a new sports vehicle. Let's go ahead and downshift a couple times. Oh man, that handling is good. Brakes are incredible. I'm barely touching the brakes and this thing stops on a freaking dime. Sitting at a light here, it just is so super quiet. I mean, there's really, you barely hear anything at all. Wow, the responsiveness in sport mode is incredible. This thing sounds really good. Wow, she is quick. And the nice part is most newer vehicles like this have an LED screen in the middle, and you know, if you're accelerating fast enough, you don't see every single mile per hour. It'll be like 20, 24, 27, 29, 32. You know, it just jumps up. It doesn't show you every one of them. The refresh rate on the screen is showing every single mile an hour, so it looks like you're accelerating faster than you are. Lots of burbles. Let's put the window down a little bit. Sounds pretty good. We're gonna put it back up. A little chilly out. We're about to get on the freeway here, and let's see what she can do. The handle's amazing. Shifts super fast. Very, very quick. Not lightning fast. You gotta remember this car does weigh about 4,400 pounds, which to a lot of people is a boat. It's basically just a very, very cool sporty muscle sedan where you can carry your full family, as opposed to like a Mustang, a Challenger, a Camaro. You know, this does have a full-size back seat. It's a four-door, but you're still getting all of those beautiful Challenger amenities as far as the sports and everything goes. I love that button, Super Track Pack. And other than the sport and the Super Track Pack buttons, nothing else jumps out to you that says this is some crazy car. It's kind of just a very nice version of a normal car. You know, this is very daily drivable. It's very smooth. It's very good at everything that it does. I also love the color. I love this very bright blue. Everything about it is very nice. It handles well. It drives well. It's loud when you see why so many people own this. It is kind of the best of everything that it does. Handling on the SRT package though, I couldn't imagine what the normal Scat Pack is. I imagine it probably has a lot more body roll, where this is more planted. It kind of gets around, changes lanes very quickly, has very slot car or go-kart feel to it when you change lanes, instead of it actually feeling like a heavy 4,400 pound car, because it doesn't. It's got very good throttle response, it's got very good braking, it handles well. It does not feel like a heavy vehicle whatsoever. It does a very good job of subsiding all of it if it can. So guys, we're getting up the freeway now. We're gonna go ahead and get it parked and talk a little bit more about the outside, and I'll show you a little bit more about the inside. So guys, here's the outside of the Scat Pack. As you can see, it does have a few aesthetically pleasing tastes that have been modified to it. Some of this is factory, some of it's not. It does have the little hoop stripe. It's got the twin stripes down the whole center of the car. It's got some tire lettering. There's your 392 Hemi badges. It's got some pretty decent tires too, I have to say. They're Goodyear Eagle RS's. Got the nice exhaust in the back, the little bumblebee. Pretty nice all-around car. Really like it. Very simple to drive, looks very nice, and it gets up and goes. And coming back into the car, you do have some pretty nice looking Scat Pack seats. Like I said, they are cloth, they're very comfortable, they hold you in. They might be almost a little too tight for somebody even my size. You got a very comfortable perforated steering wheel. Like I said, you got all these cool little options in the center here. If you press the sport button, it goes into sport mode. If you go to Super Track Pack, ignition must be run. Well, you can pretty much assume what it would look like, or you can look it up. But then you've got the center console, pretty good size. And like I said, you've got the back seat in this car, which is very nicely comfortable and ergonomic for anybody who wants to ride in the back seat of this car. They're not going to be sacrificed for space or anything. This is a very decent all-around car if you want everything except for gas mileage. That's going to conclude today's video. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Smash the subscribe button and the like button. Drop a comment down below if you love this car, if you hate them, if you own one, whatever it may be. But that's going to do it for today's video. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Peace out and keep turning those gears.